Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions, and thank you again for our time together. Looking forward to seeing your services tonight or in any of the 4 services in all 3 locations tomorrow as I teach on conspiracy from Acts chapter 23. It's a fun study from the life of Paul. How do conspiracies start? And when you are the target of a conspiracy, how do you defeat conspiracy? Right now, I want us to go back to the book of Mark chapter 1. Now, I'm going to read to you Philip's translation for just a few more days, and then I'll start back in the NIV 84 as soon as we hit Israel. And we'll probably tape the next daily devotion, probably next Wednesday's daily devotion will come to you. Wednesday or Thursday will come to you from Caesarea Philippi as we'll be sending these back. Right now, Mark chapter 1, verse 12, I'm going to read to you Philip's translation. Then the Spirit sent him at once into the desert, and there he remained for 40 days while Satan tempted him. Temptation didn't happen just at the end. For 40 days, Jesus faced temptation. During this time, no one was with him but wild animals, and only the angels were there to care for him. I write a little note in the side of my Bible. Temptation is a lonely season. Now, I want you to understand, temptation doesn't last forever. Satan eventually departs from Jesus until the opportune time. There are seasons of temptation that come in our life. And temptation is very, very strong for that season. And then that season is over and life moves on. Now, I say that first of all to bring some of you hope, because right now, the pressure of temptation, and Paul describes it in the Greek as a pressure, an external pressure against our life. Sometimes when that pressure of temptation feels so strong, you go, how can I hold up underneath this for the rest of my life? You're not going to hold up underneath it for the rest of your life. These seasons of temptation are just that. They're a season, and then they're over. So Jesus went through 40 days of the pressure of temptation. But the other thing I want you to see is it's a lonely season. It's not just a season, it's a lonely season. No one was with him. No one will understand the pressure of temptation that's coming against you because it's not coming against them. Temptation is a spiritual pressure that comes against your life, but it doesn't come against everybody. It's just coming against you. Things that are pressuring me in my life are not things that pressure other people. The things that pressure you are not pressuring other people. Temptation is lonely. You need to understand that Jesus will be there with you. He understands it. He walked through that temptation of pressure, and there was no one with him. But with you, he's with you because he promised to never leave you. He promised to be with you always to the very ends of the earth. So I want to challenge you today. If you are in a season of temptation, it is just a season and it will be over. It is lonely, I understand. But please also remember Paul's words to the church in Corinth. He said, when you're tempted, remember that God always makes a way of escape. Rather than focus on the pressure of this temptation that's coming against you, start looking for the way of escape, because God always has an escape hatch from temptation.